We're going to go to Jessica in San Antonio. Jessica, you there now?
Yes.
Sorry.
Here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I screwed up the buttons. I was hitting all the wrong buttons.
No, you're fine.
I'm all fired up after that last call. Can't stand it when schools don't help out kids. Hey, so what's up?
I know. My question is, how do I know if my marriage is over or if I keep trying?
just a light question among friends.
Yes, just very light. I'll wait. I'll let you pour your wine. So,
dude, I don't know that wine's going to cut it on this one. So why are you asking that question?
I don't really even know where to start, but I guess I'll start about 3 years ago. I became a stay-at-home mom. I love my kids. Like that is, I love being a stay-at-home mom. Everything is good. And me and my husband had a great marriage before. I worked, he worked, everything was good. And then as soon as we moved and I became a stay-at-home mom, it was like everything flipped. And I just don't know if I don't even know if I can come back from some of the things that have happened the last 3 years.
What have happened? Rattle them off for me.
Okay. Well,
no explanations, just rattle them off.
Okay. He has accused me of being a mooch and that I'm only after his money, that I need to be a better mother, that I can't handle our kids. And that's why I send them to school, not because it's a state law, but I send them to school because I can't handle my children, that I can't clean the house good enough. He will not eat any dinner that I make because I'm not a good enough cook. We haven't had sex in over 4 or 5 months now. He comes home. He won't look at me. He won't talk to me. I can't even have a conversation with him. Everything I do is not enough. I also run 2 small businesses and I'm studying to get my real estate license, and that is not enough for him. I can't do any more. And I don't know. I'm to the point to where he told me to leave a few months ago, and I left and I came back after the weekend, and I'm wondering why I even did that. Because when is enough? And are my feelings even justified? Because I know there's so many other marriages out there that are far worse than mine, and he's not mean to me because he doesn't even talk to me, but he doesn't abuse me, he doesn't do anything. But at the same time, I mean, I want a marriage. I want a partner. I want someone to raise my kids with. He does nothing with our children. He comes home, drinks his beer, passes out on the couch, and he's done with life. And I don't want that. I want someone there. I want a conversation. I want someone to be interested in what me and the kids are doing. I want him to go to the holidays with us. I do all of that by myself, and he stays home. And I want a partner, and I'm tired of trying to figure out if he's the partner I used to have anymore. I think that was it. So
that would have been awesome if you'd exhaled real big and then you had like a round 2. That would have been incredible. And
I do have a round 2, but these are the major ones that
he took the roof off and sold the shingles. He burned my car.
Yes.
So when did he start cheating on you?
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm asking you, when did it start?
Oh, gosh. I feel like it has been going for a really long time. And I don't know. I do not know because I don't know if I was blind.
When did it start?
I feel like it started because he moved here before me and my kids did.
Okay.
And I think it started there. I think something happened. I don't know if he's still doing it, but something's killing him inside. And
have you talked to him about it?
I think it started. I've asked him before, and when I talk to him about stuff like this, it's like I can see his eyes. He shuts down, and he'll just tell me, I can't talk about this right now, or I can't deal with this. And so that's kind of how our conversations go. Like, it's not really, there's no back and forth. You know what I mean?
Do they happen? Do they happen in the context of another fight?
No, maybe.
Let me put it this way. Sometimes, and by sometimes I mean almost always, couples get into arguments, and that turns into I think you're cheating on me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when somebody goes, I can't have this conversation now. shut down.
Yeah.
That's different. So the way that's like me lifting weights, like I'm doing squats in my gym at my house. And then my wife comes up while I'm in the middle of doing squats and she's like, hey, by the way, I'm going to throw some kettlebells on your shoulders and you can do some shoulder presses too. Like
Yeah.
I can't do everything. You know what I mean? So the only way here, your marriage is over. Let me say that.
Yeah, I know.
What you had is over, and you know that. You didn't need some idiot podcaster to confirm that for you. What you have to, let me say this, the marriage that as you once knew it is over.
Mm-hmm.
The choice you have now is, do you want to rebuild something new and better and stronger and more awesome? And do you have a partner to do that building with? Or are you going to accept every single signal he's given you telling you, I don't want to be in relationship with you anymore?
I know. The thing that's holding me is the kids.
What do you think they're experiencing? You didn't break up anything. Your husband broke it up.
I'm like, they don't even know what a relationship looks like.
No.
And they don't have their dad because he's never here. And whenever he is off work, he's somewhere else.
And they don't have their mom. Let's be clear. You're gone too.
Yeah.
You haven't been you for a long time. And you can say you're not being abused. He's not hitting you. I think neglect is one of the worst evils you can do to somebody because you're there in body, but you're not there in spirit.
Yeah.
And that starves people. At least when you're gone, you're off with your girlfriend or with your other boyfriend, I know where you are.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting in front of me or next to me and you're not present, I don't know where you are. It's disorienting. I think it's evil. And so I think neglect is abuse. But that's just me, and I'm just a podcaster. So what do I know?
Well, it's both like that.
And I'll tell you, comparing your marriage to all the other marriages out there and they've got it worse, that doesn't help anybody. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If I'm you, I would. Wait, let me back up. Why did he kick you out? Why did he tell you to leave?
He accused me of stealing money from him.
Did you?
No, I paid the bills.
How dare you, Jessica?
Gosh, well, that's what I was like. I'm paying the bills. Go look at the bank account. I'm not stealing money from you to go on this lavish shopping spree.
How old is he?
36.
Okay. So the compassionate part of me, which isn't, I always want to try to see the other side of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
He's done something. He's doing something. Something has happened to where he is no longer the man he once was.
Yeah.
And he has chosen to exit your relationship, but still sleep in the same bed.
Oh, he don't even sleep in the same bed. We haven't slept in the same bed in almost 4 years.
Then why are you calling me and asking me if your marriage is over?
Because I don't know what to do.
God almighty. At least bring beer over if you're going to ask me like this. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know. I love him. I don't want to. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to describe it, and I don't sometimes
Hold on.
think like
you for sure know how to describe it. You're choosing not to.
I don't know if his issues come from his parents' marriage.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
Doesn't matter. Who cares where they come from? They are.
How do I even get through to him? Like, is there even, but I feel like I've tried everything that I can, and now it's the only thing that's left for me to do is seriously just pack my crap and go.
Why doesn't he pack his? It's where you and the kids live.
Because I feel like I can't tell him to get out of his house. I mean,
why are you using that kind of pronoun language? It's y'all's house. Y'all are married. Y'all have kids. Y'all pay the bills. You have a job. He's got a job.
I know.
I know. I should just ask us.
I'm just being weak about it.
You hear me say this all the time, and it rings differently when I say it directly to somebody. Jessica, you are worth more of a life than the one you are allowing yourself to live.
Okay.
You are worth more than that. God help me, your kids are worth more than that. Your husband's worth more than that. And he has divorced you inside your own home, and he's too much of a coward to do anything else.
You're right on that.
And he's divorced you, and he's trying to make you the bad guy. And he's willing to outweigh you forever. You know why? He's got the magic key, beer.
Yes.
Ta-da.
Well, I guess I know where to go from here.
I will never, ever tell somebody to get divorced, ever.
I know you're not, but I just needed someone
I'm never going to tell
outside.
somebody to... Can I ask you a hard question?
Yes,
Do you
please.
not have girlfriends you've sat down and had this conversation with?
Yes, I do.
What do they tell you?
Yes. They tell me pretty much exactly what you're telling me.
So why is it hard? Like, what's so terrifying about the next step?
I'm going to have to do it. I mean, there's really no return. There's no second guessing on that. Once I say it, it's done. It's out there. And I hate doing this to my kids.
You didn't. You didn't. You can't say that. You can't think that. It sounds like you have worked really hard to stay married. Are you perfect in this? Probably 0% chance you're perfect in this. I know you're not. Is that fair?
No. Yes.
Yes.
No, I don't know.
Yes. No one is perfect in a marriage relationship. None of us.
I know.
Okay.
And that's what I don't know. Am I doing something? Is there something that I should be doing different?
Well, clearly, if you would cook better and clean the house more and be a better mom and stop mooching off your husband, well, yeah, all this stuff would fix it. You see what I'm saying? It's insane. It's nuts.
Yes.
So if I'm you, and you're safe physically, here's what I would do. I would ask you've heard me say this 1,000 times. It's like the meta solution. It solves nothing, but it provides an environment where solutions can happen. I would tell my husband we need to have a truth-telling conversation, and we're going to schedule it for this Saturday. And you will make childcare arrangements, and you need to talk about the future of your relationship, of your marriage, and of your time together. And I would tell him, this isn't a fight. These are two old friends. We just need to go talk. And the whole conversation will be a risk. He could not show up. He could say, I'm not going. I'm not going to have this conversation. I'm not talking to you. And if that's the case, then I think you let him know it's your expectation then that if he wants to divorce you, he needs to go ahead and file.
Yeah.
And you can say, I've worked with a couple recently, privately, that one of the spouses said to the other, I will never file. So if you want out, you're going to have to do it. And they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was hard for everybody.
Yeah.
But they'd been backed into a corner where one person was just really trying to get the other person to do it because they didn't want to pull the trigger. And the other person just said, I'm not going to. So then finally, but there was just a truth-telling, here's the moment we are in.
Yeah.
But I would have things written down and say, we haven't had sex in 6 months. You tell me I disgust you. You don't talk to me. You tell me I don't cook well. You tell me I'm a mooch. You accuse me of stealing when I pay the electric bill. I get these. Every one of your signals says that you are done with this marriage. Are you done with this marriage?
He told me that he wasn't whenever I left last time. He said that he wanted his family back, but I mean, nothing's changed.
So I think you get back and say, okay, nothing has changed. What does getting your family back mean? And it's going to start with him coming clean. I'd be willing to bet, not a lot of money because I don't have a lot of money, but I'd be willing to bet he's cheated on you at some point if he's not already. This whole thing feels like infidelity.
Just don't know if he'd ever come clean with it. I wish he would, because I feel like it would be a huge relief.
Tell him.
If he would.
Tell him.
Can I just text him right now?
Nope. You cannot text any of this stuff.
I know.
You got it? Will you let me know how the meeting goes?
I will. I promise you I will.
Let me know how the meeting goes and be prepared for it to go terribly.
I know.
It could be a disaster. Or it can be two adults having a really hard conversation. And this can be the breakfast that changes everything.
Okay.
And what I will tell you is I've had 2 or 3 of these in my marriage. And they've so far all been great. The conversations weren't great. They were hard. But we just turned the lights on and said, we got to take inventory because this track doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm not telling you it's over. I'm telling you.
No, I know.
He's all but left you. He's done.
Yes. He's been done for a while now.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Cool?
I appreciate it.
You're brave.
Yes.
You're brave. You're brave.
I know.
And no more saying, I'm doing this to my kids. This has been done to you and to your kids, and now it's time to stand up and say, I'm worth a better life than this. My kids are worth a better life than this. My husband's worth a better life than this. And we get to choose. Are we going to have a good marriage, or are we going to choose to not have a good marriage? Are we going to choose to not have a marriage at all? Those are all choices. Choose wisely.